right, welcome back to the show. Groks with Greg and Tom of the National Fantasy Football Championship. Man, in 9 days, the NFFC is going to begin hosting our live drafts and auctions. I'll be at the Bellagio in Las Vegas on Labor Day weekend. Tom's going to be at Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City a week from now. We can't wait, man. Cannot wait. We look forward to seeing all of our good customers there as well. And one of our good customers who's going to be joining us in Las Vegas on the second weekend is James Roday. James joins us tonight on the show. James, how you doing?
That's right, Greg. I am a good customer.
Hey, you're a good guy, too, right?
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you saying sweet things to me in front of all these listeners. Hi, Tom.
Hey, James.
Hey, it's going to get out of hand here, so buckle in, would you? All right, I got some tough questions for you. You know what? I got to introduce you
Greg's been prepping all day for this,
I
James,
have.
just so you know.
Yeah. I saw one link on Google when I Googled you. It said, how much is James Roday worth? So I looked that up, too. So you should be spending more with us after I read that article. All right. So like I said, I got to introduce you as a fantasy geek because that's not my assessment. That's your own assessment, right? That's of you. You said that you're a big, big sports fan, but when you come to the NFBC, NFFC, it's just geekdom for you, right?
Yeah, there's really no way to avoid the geekdom. Like, you can't actually be at a live draft and, play it super cool. That's not really an option.
It's kind of like going to Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, you just, you kind of just have to give yourself over to it and embrace the energy as it comes at you.
There you go.
Absolutely. All right, I got it. How long you been playing fantasy sports, James?
I started back in '99 with sort of a friendly league basketball we started with. And then that went well enough that we decided we would expand into football. And then baseball was the third sport that we branched out to. So I've had the same friendly league going with all three sports now for, 16 years or something.
Nice. Yeah. So you've been playing with us at least 5 years, 6 years, I think. Did you find us through your producer? Didn't your producer first play with us?
No, I brought him in actually.
Oh, okay.
I just got cocky. I was winning all my friendlies every year pretty handily. And it's sort of like when you think you're a really good poker player, and then you decide you're going to compete at the World Poker Tournament or whatever.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with fantasy. I was like, it's time for me. It's time for me to test my skills against the guys who really know what they're doing. And my problem was I experienced a great, I don't know if you remember this.
Yes, I do remember. Yes.
But I experienced a great deal of what I now know is beginner's luck. So I came in, I did really well my first 2 years in baseball and thought, wow, I'm one of the best fantasy players in the world. And then reality set in, and it's been thin. It's been thin since then, with the one exception of the cut line in football a couple years ago.
Yeah. So I know you were top 20 in our main event, I believe, in baseball, and you were so proud of yourself, and you haven't sniffed that area for a while. But like you said, the cut line, you really like that. You're at the final table, and that's a cool one because you got to survive the cut line each week in the playoffs. You get to that final week 16, and there's 12 people left with a chance for, I don't remember what we gave that year, $50,000 or $60,000. But that was a pretty cool feeling for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great format. It's fun. It's unique. It's different. Less free agent periods, which is I like because it means I don't have to stay as up to speed with everything. And it's just those. It's so rare that you actually like. I like your choice of words with sniffing, Greg. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to roll with the sniffing things. There's an eloquence to it that I appreciate. But it's so rare that you're actually in the running for one of the overalls. You know, it's just so many things have to go right, and you just know you're not going to be there very often. So to get that close and fall short, all because of Stephen Hauschka is rough. It's rough.
It wasn't that last week 16 game?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, when he missed like 3 field goals or whatever, a couple from the 50.
Against Dallas, last game of the season.
Oh, I do remember it well. Well, we must give you a real identity here. I mean, we've been talking to you like everybody knows you, but this is actor-producer James Roday. He was a star and a producer of Psych on USA Network. Tom said you're the former star of Psych. But
I didn't mean it in a negative way.
I mean, he's still the star.
You're still the star, yes.
Settle down, Greg. He's old news. He's old.
Yeah. So
that was a show that I used to be on.
Okay, so tell me what you're doing up in Vancouver, because rumor has it that there's a Psych reunion.
Yeah, we finished that a couple months back. That was an insane amount of fun getting the band back together. That'll drop around Christmas time on the old USA Network.
Wow.
And right now I'm up here shooting a very silly, raunchy comedy called The Buddy Games, which is targeted for the same exact people that sign up to play the NFFC every year.
Nice.
So this is a promotional piece. That's why you came on tonight, huh?
Absolutely. Otherwise, forget you guys.
Yeah, right.
That's fair. So when's that movie coming out?
We'll finish in the next week or so, and then, they got to do what they do with movies and run it through post and finish all that stuff. So I would say sometime next year.
Nice.
All right, Tom, you got to ask him about your favorite TV show.
Well, it's one of my favorite. Okay. I hear it's one of yours too, in Twin Peaks, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, indeed.
So I love the original series. What are your thoughts on the revival?
It's been tough for me because I've been in Canada so much that I haven't been able to catch up properly. So I am 7 episodes into the new season, so no spoilers, please. I know that I'm sitting on the precipice of episode 8, which is what I understand like with the most polarizing episode of the entire new series. So I'm looking forward to that. But I guess if I'm just talking about the first 7 sort of broad strokes, I would say that anybody who's got a kung fu grip on the old series is probably scratching their head a little bit.
Yep, exactly.
Because this is not that.
No, and that's my problem with it. I love David Lynch. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. I think he's a brilliant filmmaker. But this feels like a David Lynch story and not a Twin Peaks story. That's the problem I've had with it pretty much since the start.
Yeah, I think you just have to give yourself over to it being its own animal. Appreciate him for doing his thing to such a degree that we haven't got to see him do for a while, and sort of be okay with that. Again, I have a lot to catch up on, but if it just sort of keeps going like this, then I'm almost just going to not think of it as Twin Peaks.
If you make it through the 8th episode, James, you're a better man than me.
He asked for no spoilers.
I did say he already knows it's polarizing.
Oh, okay. All right. I got to ask you one personal question as well, James, as long as we're going this way. So I'm Googling you. I'm looking at all this stuff up, and I see that in 2007, you were listed in People magazine as one of the 100 most beautiful people. Now, I got to ask you, when you don't make the list the next year, I mean, did you get uglier, or did people just pass you, or what's that feeling?
I just feel like I peaked, Greg. It's one of those things that happens to the best of us. Think of it in terms of like professional tennis.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, 16.
You have one. You're out there playing satellite tournaments, and you're having to qualify for the majors, and you have one great year where you break the top 100, and it's supposed to be like a floodgate for major moves to happen after that. But then you realize it wasn't. You just had one nice run in you, and you made it to number 63 in the world.
Wow.
And then it was all downhill.
Really? Yeah. So you sniffed it. In other words, you sniffed it.
You sniffed
I sniffed it, and it was glorious. It was bakery. It was bakery quality, Greg.
Well, I still think you're a good-looking man. Just me saying, all right? So maybe not top 100, but still good. All right, Tom, I'll let you ask the next question.
I got nothing after that. So, all right, let's talk a little baseball real quick, James. Obviously, you're playing in the NFBC. I think you're doing in second place in one of your online championship leagues, right? How's that one going? Do you feel like you got a shot there to take this one down when the season's over?
I only did 2 teams this year. I have a main event league, which has been dead for months, and then in an online championship league team, which I've been battling with one other guy for the top spot, and it's kept me engaged, and I feel like it could still go either way. It's one of those crazy leagues where there's so many categories where guys are bunched up within 1 or 2 points of each other that it's like, even though it's this late in the season, like one night, the dude will be up by 10. The next night he's up by 1. Then I'm up by 3. It's like it's that much deviation even at this point in the season. So I think it'll be a pretty crazy finish.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, well, you're coming to Las Vegas in September. You're going to be drafting a classic team and a prime time. That's our 14-team main event and a 12-teamer. We're going to be at the Aria. I know you like the Aria better than Bellagio, right?
I've been waiting for you guys to offer something other than the Bellagio for many years, and I have to be honest. When I saw that, I got excited. I did.
I know, but the Bellagio is in the top 100 of most beautiful hotels, so we have to stay there.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a callback. That's what you just did.
Yes, it is. That's pretty good. I was impressed by that one too. Actually.
All right, I got to ask you though, because you're kind of bringing in a ringer to help you. You and Sean Childs are going to team up for these two, and Sean, he's my partner in labor. He can be maddening at times, but the guy's brilliant. So I wish you best of luck.
It's going to be there's not going to be maddening for me because every time our pick is up, I'm going to say, Sean, who are we taking? And I think it's going to go pretty smoothly. And I'll do my own crazy kamikaze stuff in the prime time. That'll
there you go.
That itch.
Okay, so in other words, you're paying and he's drafting these teams.
Every partnership has its own thing, Greg.
Yeah,
okay? You don't need to throw shade on our particular system.
That's right. Okay. Hey, I got to ask you, you're from San Antonio, so were you a Cowboys fan when you grew up? Who did you follow?
Hardcore Oiler Blue, which is why I'm a Titans guy.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, sounds good. Well, I will see you at the Aria. Best of luck in what you're doing in Vancouver right now. Tom will be there as well, second weekend, so we'll both see you. And best of luck in your baseball. Best of luck in everything. And we'll see you and have some fun. All right,
Get
buddy?
back in the top 100, man.
Yeah.
That's the plan. That's the plan for all three of us, actually. All right?
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Best of luck with us, boy.
Hey, we need a whole hell of a lot of luck there.
Thanks a lot, James.
All right, fellas. Have a good one.
All right, how you like that? That was a good interview. He's a great guy. He has a lot of fun when he comes to the live drafts, and nobody even knows who he is. They just let him draft, and he does his own thing, and it's just kind of cool. So, great guy, James Roday. Been a long-time guy in the NFBC, NFFC. We're going to see him in the NFFC this year, and I hope he does win that online championship. I don't know who he's going up against, but he's having a good year there. So, all right, when we come back, we're going to get you caught up with all the latest news and notes.